Hello. Okay, hopefully this time works. My Wi-Fi was cutting out. It's been very stormy for the last 2 days. And so I just turned off my Wi-Fi and I'm going off myself here. So hopefully it's gonna work for us. I am gonna make sure that I'm live in the right place really quickly. Okay. Okay, this live is going to be a little different than my usual and a little heavy, maybe. I just had a very heavy afternoon. Oh boy. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm not sure if Oh, of course. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I've had a very, very heavy day. So I will go into that a little bit just to let you guys know. And there's a reason why I will share it as well. But let me know as you're jumping on so that I can know that my comments are working. I can see that people are watching, so that's good. And now it won't let me tag people. Nope. Okay, whatever. Fine. That's where I'm at right now. Okay. So I am talking today about having a bigger identity than just mom. And that is not to bring down anybody who's a mom. I'm a mom. And being a mom is one of my favorite things in the world. And so I'm not in any way diminishing that. And I hope that nobody takes it that way. However, I firmly believe that all of us have a bigger purpose in this world. And so this has been one of my more recent shifts lately. And I'm not sure how. I will share a little bit. I have been lately, and that is because my husband and I have not been doing well. We are pretty close to the edge of divorce, I think, which is really hard, obviously, and I'm not looking for sympathy with sharing that, but I am sharing it because, first of all, I have been showing up differently than my norm because of that, because it has... Oh my goodness, okay, sorry. Seriously struggling with my internet right now. Please say hello if you're here. Hi, Kelly. Okay, good. Comments are working. Thank you. I love this topic too. Although I'm newer to talking about it than maybe you are, Kelly. I'm not entirely sure. But I am... Okay, so my whole story that I was about to tell is... and I had to just kind of move. Hopefully my internet will be better in this spot. But... So my husband and I have not been doing well lately. This is part of why I've been showing up differently lately. And part of it is very, very interconnected with my business. And this is why I have gotten so passionate about supporting moms through the struggles of trying to balance it all, okay? And it's been very hard to not have that support. And I know that so many of you know exactly where I'm coming from. And when we don't have that support, it can be really easy to allow ourselves to give up. But I don't believe that we should. I think it's really important that we do not give up, that we stay entirely focused and have the impact that we're meant to have, and that we were given our purpose and our calling for a reason. And so I struggle and again, I'm soul bearing honesty here. I am struggling because my husband is not supportive of my purpose and of my passion. And so it's been very heavy for me, and this afternoon things got heavier, and so if I'm a little off kilter here, I apologize. I wanted to share this, again, not so that you guys would be sympathetic with me or anything like that, but so that you would all understand why I'm so passionate about this, or part of why. That I am creating a space, creating, I want to say a world, but that's not the right word, where moms are expected, or not expected, expected also is not the right word. I'm sorry that I'm tripping over my words. Where moms are highly supported in having another passion than motherhood, or even in just taking care of themselves and not only their children. And I don't think it's okay that so many moms have to wait, or feel that they have to wait until after their kids are older. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. It's okay. It's not okay, but I am managing. However, it has been more of a struggle lately. And obviously it's not the only issue between us, but it has been a significant one. Yes, I do. I struggle with the wording around creating a new world, but yeah, I do believe that. I think it's really important that as we, people in general, become more aware of what should be and what is equal and what is fair and all of this stuff. What has really been on my heart lately is cutting out the negative patterns of the patriarchy. And that seems very harsh, but I firmly believe that mothers were created with the capacity to love and to give and to be supportive and all of that. No, we shouldn't have to wait for them to grow up. Kim, you're absolutely right. It's not right that we have to wait. And by the time they grow up, we're old. Or maybe not old, but we're a lot older, and energetically we don't have it anymore, right? And as much as mothers, our energy is low because we're exhausted from having kids, we have a different level of energy at this age than we will have later. And so, and also a different level of passion. And the longer that you put off your dreams, your passion fades a little bit, right? Kelly, finish it, girl. I am also writing a book. I'm doing so many things right now, you guys. It's insane. And I question myself, but I'm passionate about them. And I do feel like it's really important that we follow those passions. I feel like we are given them and given these pulls on our heart for a reason. So anyway, things have been a little iffy in my world lately. But today was supposed to be the first day of the Business Mama Mini Mind. It wasn't, because a lot of people weren't available for the first call, and my world has been a mess today. So, and I won't go into some of the other things that have been going on. Some of my closer friends and clients and stuff know things that have been going on in my life, but they're not all mine to share publicly. So I won't share about all of them, but there's been a lot of things. Anyways, I did want to talk a little bit about the mini mind quickly, just because there's still a day to get in on that if you are interested. And so if you don't know about it yet, it's a really powerful, hi Angel, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, I'm so excited to see you. Thank you for coming. So this mini mind is a powerful 2-week mastermind. I had actually, one of my clients called it a boot camp today, and I thought that was hilarious. But I kind of am like that. I am very much on the accountability side. I keep you accountable and make you get it done. So I guess you could call it a boot camp. But we literally make your plans for the next 3 months in your business so that you have clear direction, and more time. You're more effective with your time inside of those limited hours that we have working as moms. And so I know this as much as anybody. I am a mom of 3, if you didn't know. I also run a day home out of my house, so I have a lot of little kids underfoot, and the working hours are limited. And so we need to be really effective with our limited working hours. And sometimes our passion and our impact and all of that is tied in with our business, and sometimes it's not. And some of you even may not be business owners, but you may be moms who have a purpose that's pulling you forward. And so whichever you are, you're welcome in this world, obviously in this small world of mine on the internet. But I want to help you to make more impact, more money, and have more fun. And because I fully believe that we are given these purposes for a reason, and that we should be having fun doing them. And I fully believe that we deserve the support and the energetic hug, like just the having that around us to show us that we're on the right path and we're doing the right thing. And it's so important to set the example for our kids of following their dreams and following their passions, because they had something given to them where they can impact this world in a way that nobody else can, just like we did. And so it's really important that we pass this on to our kids, and we can't do that verbally alone. Okay, this is my thing. It is really important that we show them exactly what it looks like, even the struggle, even if it's hard, even if it is exhausting, because they need to see how important it is. And so the Business Mama Mini Mind seems very like just a practical thing, but it is literally created so that you can make the most impact possible in the shortest amount of time, with really clear steps, so that you don't ever sit down and like wonder what you're working on next. And that's what has been so powerful about it. So for that, doors are open still until tomorrow night. I don't want anybody getting super behind, because like I've said previously, I do not want anybody buying one of my programs and not finishing, because I am really bad for that myself. But we will have 3 live trainings with hot seat coaching. There is a group chat for support. And you get a one-on-one call with me for clarity and implementation and all of that after the fact, so that we can fit it to your exact situation, to your unique situation, and I can help you to just tweak it and all of that. So if you want to grab one of the last spots, you can just drop me a mini in the comments. I'll get you the details for that. But today, I really want to focus on talking about having your own identity now, even as a mom, and not waiting until the kids are older. So the fastest way that I love to preach on is to simplify. You can simplify in every area of your life. And I say this from experience. I have done it in so many areas of life, and I went from being a minimalism coach in the beginning. And so literally I know how to simplify. But I kind of go on and on and on about simplifying as many pieces of your life as possible, from decluttering your possessions to laundry routines to routines for the kids. Just my notes went away. Sorry, 1 second. And to having those pre-made decisions in your business. And so that's what we do inside the Business Mama Mini Mind, is the decisions for your business. But today, I'm actually, even though I just talked about it, I'm actually not here because of the Business Mama Mini Mind. I want to talk about simplifying laundry. And I know that that seems odd with the talk of business and with the talk of impact and all of these things. Laundry is just an example. Okay, so I'm not really just talking about laundry here. But if you don't have a plan or a routine with your laundry, you are adding to your decision fatigue. And so this is huge when it comes to especially as moms and as business owners, we can hit decision fatigue pretty early in the day. We can hit the point where we've made too many decisions and we don't have the energetic capacity to continue making good decisions for the rest of the day. So things like the laundry are things that we can take away that decision making from and make it simpler, so that you're not having to debate or think about or decide whether or not you're going to do laundry at any given time or many given times throughout the day, right? Over and over again, those same decisions. That's what wears down on us. That's what makes us lose that decision-making power. So how many times do we procrastinate it, right? We put it off, whether it's actually washing the laundry, actually remembering to move it to the dryer instead of having to rewash it because it gets stinky from sitting in the wash, or, you know, rewashing clothes because you're so behind on folding that the clean clothes are getting mixed in with the dirty clothes and you can't keep track of what's clean anymore. The point is that every time you put off doing that laundry, you're making a decision. And now I scrolled too far in my notes. But so just like our energy, our decision-making capabilities deplete throughout the day. And so not having pre-made decisions means that, like, by nap time, if you have naps going on at your house, which thankfully I do, but by nap time, when you go down to sit and work on your business, you're struggling to decide what's most important to work on instead of being sure, you know, the certain CEO that... Good, Kim, I'm glad that you are folding laundry while we're talking. And I hope this gives you like an oomph and makes you feel better about doing it too. But if you are sitting down to work and you're not certain, you're not the sure of yourself CEO that you should be, you are not being as effective with those working hours, right? And with how limited they are, that's really a bad thing. And so, you know, it's the same. By supper time, we don't have the capacity to choose the healthier option sometimes. Or just maybe, you know, decide to actually cook versus ordering, or eating on time so that ours and our children's bodies can be done or through like the main portion of digesting before we go to sleep at night, and so that our bodies can get a better rest, right? It means that we run out of willpower to stay calm by bedtime. And so when they have run out of decision-making capabilities, our kids at bedtime, and they're making poor choices and they're not behaving for us and they're not going to sleep, we don't have the patience because we have also run out of that capability to choose to remain calm or to choose patience. We end up being snappy with them, right? And so having routines, whether it's laundry or whether it's like a daily routine for your kids, and having that for them is also really helpful. It helps them reduce their decision fatigue, which also then translates into better behavior, which makes life easier, as we all know. So this is why I believe moms have so much power to change the dynamic in their homes really quickly. But I digress on that. That's a topic for another day. So I just thought, I know that a lot of my focus now has been on business, but I also know that there are a lot of moms in this group who aren't even business owners. And the ones who are struggle with this just as much, if not more. And so I am going to talk about laundry. And I know that that might seem silly, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, because, and to be honest, having a laundry routine and changing my laundry habits and all of that changed my life. And that sounds silly, but it's still true. So here are the key things, the way that I look at it, that are important so that you can get your laundry under control and build a routine that works for you, that's sustainable and supports you in living the life that you want to live, by reducing your decision making throughout the day. Okay. And so again, laundry is one example. All of our routines, all of our, whether it's laundry, dishes, all of that stuff. I think I missed some comments. Laundry is pretty much like a continuous pile. And the thing is, Laundry's never ending. I won't argue that. But we can get it to a point where it is so manageable and it's a smooth flow and it feels good. And I promise you that, because I have. This is one of the things that I have mastered. And so that's why I'm going to talk about it today. So my first tip when it comes to laundry routine and having your laundry in order and not having to make the decisions around it. The less you have, the less there is to do. So decluttering your clothing can be really hard for some people, especially women, right? And maybe that's really stereotypical of me, but it's true. But even deciding what to wear when half of your clothes don't fit, or you look really great in that color, and but it's not really your size or whatever. All of that is more decisions that you're making every single day. And so you don't need to be making those decisions in your day. If you pare down your wardrobe to only the things that you love or the things that fit properly and so on, it becomes easier and so much less to decide about every single morning. You're also less likely to... I'm so sorry about the quality today, you guys. My internet is being really horrible with this weather. Hopefully it will hold out for me long enough for me to get through this. But so if you are trying on a bunch of things every morning, you're wasting time. You are using up some of your decision-making capability for the day. You only have a limited amount. You are also likely to be rushing. And so you will drop things on the floor or throw them on the bed or whatever as you try them on. Procrastinate putting them away for a week and tell me if you've ever been here, because I've been here. I've been here a lot of times before. And then who even knows, right? With kids and pets and feet and whatever else, by the time they've, it's been a week, we're like, okay, I know I didn't wear this, but it's not clean anymore. And we put it back through the wash. And by the time it's gotten back into your clean folded laundry, you've forgotten that it didn't fit properly. It didn't feel good on your body, or it didn't quite look the way you like. And so you put it back away and you don't get rid of it. And so you get into this cycle, right? And the amount of time that is wasted is incredible. It is really, truly incredible. And there's no amount of money that you have spent on an item of clothing that will make that cycle worth it, I promise you. So do not keep the things you don't like. That's for starting. So declutter, get rid of, donate your clothes that you're done with. And I have a little announcement at the end of this, so stay tuned. The second thing is to get clear on your schedule. And I know a lot of creative people don't love scheduling. However, having a schedule does not mean that you have to even stick to that schedule, but knowing what it is takes away the decision fatigue, okay? So trust me on this one. So if you have the time to have a laundry day, or do you have the time to have a laundry day every week where all you do is laundry all day for the entire week's worth of laundry, do you end up digging through the laundry couch for clean clothes because you've run out before the next laundry day? Or if you work at home, is it easier to do one load of laundry a day? And this is what I've found, is one load of laundry a day works great. One or more, depending on the laundry that's made, right? But then your next question, you keep going from there. Your next question is, what is the most logical time of the day to get started on my laundry for me? What's going to trigger it for me so that it's really easy for me to remember that I'm supposed to be starting laundry right now, so that I don't have to decide to start it? So you have your logical point in your day to get started. For example, my daughter gathers all the dirty laundry before school. That's one of her chores. So then I wait to start a load now until after she leaves for school. And the younger kids are eating their breakfast. And there have been times where my trigger was when I was feeding the cat in the morning. The cat's food is in the laundry room. Or there have been times that I started it as soon as I woke up. It depends on what works for you in the phase of life that you're in. So figuring out for yourself when is the ideal time for you to start a load of laundry. So third thing is to have a preset time or a preset trigger to remind you to switch that load to the dryer. And I keep going too far. For me, that time
has frequently been lunchtime. Like that's been a really good trigger for me to remember that it's like the halfway through the day, I'm halfway through the load, so I go switch it to the dryer. Now I really love using the Pomodoro method when I work. And so I have 25 minutes that I work, and then I have a 5-minute break. And so I like to use those 5-minute breaks to go switch the load. But it can be anything that stays consistent in your day and reminds you that it's time to go do it. The fourth thing is, when is the ideal time to fold a load? Is it during naps so that the baby can't unfold as you fold? This is where I'm at right now. Or is it after naps when your toddler has the patience because they just had a nap to start learning to fold? If you are the type that is teaching your child to help with chores, which I hope you all are, because I firmly believe that kids should help with chores. I love teaching the toddlers to fold like washcloths and things like that, and they actually really love doing it. Or is it, once everybody's in bed and you sit down and watch a show to unwind while you fold? Whatever time you choose is okay, but you need to check back and make sure that your earlier times are going to translate to it being done in time for you to fold at the time that's ideal for you, okay? The fifth thing to consider is your mindset around it. Laundry can seem like a really daunting task, especially when we let it pile up, which is so easy, of course, as a mother. But the truth is, laundry doesn't take as long as you think. Yes, good job, Kim. But if you stay caught up and you don't procrastinate your laundry and waste so many of your decisions on whether you're going to do it or not, laundry becomes so negligible that you don't even think about it, and it stops stressing you out. So no, laundry will never be done, but it can be peaceful and not add to your mental list of things to remember. Okay, I promise. Again, this is something that I have gotten better at. Number 6 is knowing when you're going to put it away. When you have a routine, the laundry gets put away. So if you're anything like I was, the laundry never got put away. I had a laundry couch, and we always dug in there for our clean clothes, and I would hide it when people came over. I do not do that anymore. So when the laundry actually gets put away, though, you actually reduce the amount of laundry that you're washing so much, because you don't have to rewash things that got too wrinkled or fell on the floor or whatever the case may be, right? And also you are reducing that decision making again, because you won't decide, you don't just have to decide when you'll do it more than once. So just like all the other steps, you're going to pick a time that will consistently trigger that action, and you'll be breezing through it in no time. The last and 7th thing to consider is the types of laundry that you have. If you have a lot of white or delicate or special care items, it can really slow down the process. So if it's possible, reduce those items so they take up less of your time and take away from the intimidation factor of the laundry beast, okay? I completely removed mine. I got rid of all the white things. And then of course things slowly creep back in, like the in-laws buy the kids a white outfit or something like that, which I think is crazy. But it happens. But the point is, if you remove them, you don't even have to take the time to sort the laundry, which is amazing. Just being able to throw everything in together makes it really easy to keep up as well, because you don't have those little piles sitting and waiting to get big enough to get washed. Tips: set alarms